I really hope you guys can hear me. This is my first time using this camera. I have the new DJI Osmo Pocket 3. So hopefully y'all can hear me good. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Brianna, but a lot of people call me Bri. If this is your first time stumbling on my video, welcome. And I have been missing in action for some time now. My last video was posted last October and I just watched it this morning and I'm like, girl. But I am back now. Let me give you a little life update and all the things that's been going on. So in October, I got licensed as a esthetician. I took my written exam in August and I couldn't take my practical until October because that was the only date that was available. And I passed and I became licensed, which is so exciting. I haven't been using my license as of yet, but we'll get there. Another big thing that happened in October is I quit my job. I quit my 9-to-5 full-time 10 years in job. It wasn't a hard decision, but it wasn't easy as well. My husband and I have been talking about it. His business was growing like crazy. He was hiring people, the referrals were coming in, and he just got to a point where he said, I need help. I need an assistant. I need something. So I was like, babe, let me step in and I will help out. And that's what I've been doing since October. It's been a little bit of an adjustment because now we're going from husband and wife to boss and employee. And there was a little learning curve, you know, specifically on me because I like things done my way. He likes things done his way. There were some boundaries that was being crossed and it just wasn't working out for everybody. So we had a come to Jesus moment. Me and him had a business meeting and we set the ground rules, what my hours are and what my role would be in the future. Another reason I signed off of YouTube is because I just wasn't liking life at the moment. My skin wasn't doing well. I wasn't happy at my job. My weight had just skyrocketed and I just wasn't happy. I just wasn't happy overall. So I'm like, I can't continue to show up if me mentally, I'm not all the way there. So I just took a break and I signed off and I just could not do it anymore. However, once I quit my job, I started making a lot of TikToks because I felt like that was more easier to do. I could just edit on my phone and go about my day. Now I've gotten to the point where I edit specifically on my laptop just to get off my phone for a little bit. My husband and I are doing well, if anybody asks. We have been on some trips since October. We went to see the family for Thanksgiving and my family came over for Christmas. We also went to Portland, Oregon in February, which was such a great trip. We went to the last Blockbuster on earth. That was so nostalgic for me. I loved it down. I felt like a kid again in that store. April, me and my sister who live here went to go see our other sister in Maryland. Such a nice trip. It was a girls' trip, a sister's trip, and we had a great time there. And then in May, my husband and I went to South Korea and Japan. Now, if you've been following me, or if, like I said, if you're new here, my husband and I went to Japan last July for our anniversary. Great trip, and we always said we would love to come back. Well, we have been planning a trip. We wanted to actually go to Poland, but trying to figure out like prices with his schedule and just all the logistics with that, it just couldn't work out. We were actually at a kimbap restaurant out here in Plano, and we were just talking about how cool it would be to go to Korea. And in the middle of talking about it, I'm like, wait, why don't we add Japan in there too? Because I didn't realize how close the countries were. Come to find out, it's only an hour flight. So I'm like, is this going to be a 2-week trip? And that's what we did. So we flew into Seoul, spent a few days there, and then took the train down to Busan, spent another few days there. Korea was just great. It was amazing. We did a day tour. We had all of the Korean barbecue. I got a lot of skincare out there. The food was amazing. The people was amazing. We did a day tour where we saw into North Korea, which was just, it was just amazing to see. So if you want to see those videos, I do have them on my TikTok, which I will link in the description. And once we were done in Korea, we flew over to Japan, stayed a night in Hiroshima, stayed 2 nights in Osaka, but those 2 days in Osaka, we just chilled and did nothing because we had been back to back to back for a little over a week at that point. And then we ended the trip in Tokyo, which my sister actually joined us. I couldn't believe that we were back in less than a year. Me and my sister did Disneyland. We all went up to see Mount Fuji, which was, I about cried when I saw Mount Fuji because I'm like, this is like an actual thing that you see in textbooks, postcards, computers, and just, it was so surreal. Also actually had the black egg that everybody raves about. It's literally just a boiled egg that's black. Another major life update is I lost 100 pounds. I got on a GLP-1 that I actually like. And just because I'm on a GLP-1 does not mean I do not work out 4 to 5 times a week and I watch what I'm eating. I try to prioritize protein as much as I can. It has been a godsend. It has helped me with my self-worth and my insecurities that I used to have about my body. I say I lost 100 pounds now, but I'm pretty sure I lost a little bit over that. I just haven't weighed myself in a while. Another reason I got off of social media is because me and my husband are in the process of trying to have a baby, and it has not been, I wouldn't say I was expecting the easiest, but it hasn't been the most fun. If you are in the TCC journey, you get it. You have to schedule, hanky-panky time, and you're tracking, you're doing all these things with the apps, and it just got so overwhelming that I just had to stop. I said to myself, you are putting too much into this. So I had to literally let go and let God. Still not pregnant yet, but that's okay. I am learning to love this stage that I'm in. We have been traveling. We have been doing all the things, which leads me into my next life update. I had a breast reduction surgery. I am 6 weeks out from that surgery. I went and did my consultation in, I think, the end of March. He was able to take me the next month, but I was like, no, I have some trips coming up. I can't do that. I planned it out where it was after the Korean Japan trip, but right before our anniversary trip. So I had it done on June 17th, and it has been the best decision. Outside of marrying my husband, that has been the best decision I have ever done for myself. When I say I have no more chronic back pain, that used to be so debilitating, especially for someone who travels quite as often as we do. It was not easy walking the trains, going to theme parks, and just doing everyday life. Since I had that breast reduction surgery, I have not had back pain. The only pain that I have is, one, I probably need to get adjusted. Or if I need to just crack my back, I'll just turn around and just crack it, and then I'm good. So those have been the major life updates for me. I don't think there's anything else that really happened. Oh, we went to Pennsylvania last week for our anniversary and to see my in-laws. But going forward, what to expect from my channel. I want to get more serious about content because I want to push my stuff out. I plan on uploading 2 times a week. That's the plan for now. I have some ideas written down and we'll see how that goes. This is my first video back, so I hope you stay to the end. I'm going to be sprinkling all kinds of lifestyle content. I think I've gotten better with editing because I was watching some of my old videos and I'm like, whew. That's bad. But you learn as you go. I'm going to have some bookish vlogs, some, of course, weekend, day in the life, week in my life, maybe some Sunday resets, monthly favorites, plan with me, trips. We do have another trip coming up in August, so stick around for that. But yeah, I think that's it. Sorry I left you guys and didn't say a word. I apologize, but your girl just had to get her mental health in check. So like I said, I hope you stayed to the end. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. I would love for you to be a part of the family. Make sure to follow my socials as well. I will have them linked in the description down below. And thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.